The Iron Ring has drawn its first blood. In a high-stake interception on Saturday night, the USS Spruance disabled and seized the Iranian-flagged cargo vessel Touska after it attempted to run the US naval blockade. According to CENTCOM, the destroyer fired multiple rounds from its 5-inch gun directly into the Touska's engine room after 6 hours of ignoring warnings. The US Marines have since boarded and taken full custody of the ship, which is suspected of carrying rocket fuel precursors from China. President Trump took to Truth Social to celebrate the seizure, declaring, "No more Mr. Nice Guy, the blockade is real." But the escalation is not one-sided. Tehran has officially rescinded its brief of goodwill reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, turning the waterway back into a killing zone. Over the weekend, Iranian Revolutionary Guards gunships have opened a fire on the convoy of 14 India-bound ships. 2 vessels, including the Sanmar Herald, were struck by projectiles while transiting off the coast of Oman. The attacks have triggered a diplomatic crisis in New Delhi. The Indian foreign minister has summoned the Iranian ambassador to express deep concerns over the safety of its sailors, as the era of free transit through the Gulf effectively vanished. Diplomacy is now on a life support, despite President Trump sending a high level of delegations to Pakistan, including Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff. Iran has officially boycotted the second round of Islamabad peace talks. The Iranian state news agency IRNA dismissed the negotiations as a media game, citing Washington's excessive demands on ongoing blockade as the breach of ceasefire. With the current 2-week truce set to expire on April 22nd, the world is watching a terrifying countdown. If no deal is signed by Wednesday, Trump has promised to return to his plan of decimating Iran's civilian infrastructure. In Europe, the political fallout of the war is fracturing to the continent. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez has announced he will formally propose that the EU terminate its association agreement with Israel this Tuesday. Sánchez argued that any government violating international law cannot remain a partner of the Union. This move, backed by the Ireland and Slovenia, marks the most serious attempt yet to sanction Israel for its ongoing operations in Lebanon. As EU debates its future with Jerusalem, the humanitarian crisis in Levant continues to deepen, with no ceasefire in sight for the over 1 million displaced Lebanese. We are 48 hours from the expiration date of the Islamabad truce, with Iran boycotting the talks and the US Navy now actively disabling Iranian ships. The peace window has almost entirely closed.